This is the Olympus E-P3. They call it the Olympus Pen camera, and it's the namesake of the current Olympus Pen camera line. There's a Pen Mini and a Pen Lite, but this one is the big guy, and that's because it has the most features and functions of the entire Olympus Pen line. Olympus Pen cameras are part of a new category of cameras called Micro Four Thirds. They're like a point and shoot because they have a relatively small size and consumer-friendly automated features. But they're like high-end DSLRs too because they have a high-quality image sensor, changeable lenses with lots of high-quality and specialty lens options, and advanced manual controls and optional accessories that DSLR shooters use. The Olympus E-P3 has the same 12.3 megapixel sensor as their high-end DSLRs, with a great low-light, high ISO setting of 12,800. Since it's a mirrorless camera, the viewfinder is the 3-inch OLED display, but the display itself is also a touch screen. As you look around the camera, you notice that there's a body grip, it's removable, plus there are plenty of controls, dials, and a sub-dial on this camera to give you quick access to most of the functions you're going to need. And there are even 2 programmable function buttons. But I think most people are going to love how the touch screen gives you quick access to menu items and even the ability to focus on a specific spot and shoot a picture with a single touch screen press. The Olympus E-P3 has a port so you can attach optional equipment like an electronic viewfinder for those times that you're in bright sunshine and the screen gets a little overpowered. And there's other optional gear that uses the same port, like a special LED lighting rig for macro photography, or a Bluetooth unit that can be used to send your images directly to your computer while you're shooting. The pop-up flash unit is built in, and since the flash sync speed is 1/180th of a second, you'll be able to use the flash effectively in more lighting conditions. One of the big advantages of Micro Four Thirds cameras is the changeable lenses. So you'll be happy to know that there's a huge selection of available lenses, including some amazing large aperture zoom lenses, some nice intermediate lenses which have a good zoom range in a lightweight lens, and even some macro lenses. There are even some adapters to convert some of those lenses into fisheye or macro. If you want to really impress somebody, start shooting with this Zuiko 35-100 f2 lens. You're probably going to want to use a tripod, but the zoom range is nice and the low light performance is really beautiful. And since the image stabilization is built into the camera body, every lens you put on the camera will be stabilized. One more thing, if you find yourself changing lenses all the time like I do, you're going to be happy that Olympus has a built-in dust reduction system. Focusing with this camera is really fast. Olympus says it has a 35-point focus area and a 120 Hz fast autofocus, and it has face detection. But have a look at how quick this camera can lock focus and grab an image. And again, since it has a touch screen, you can do this. When it comes to ease of use and built-in automated features, users will appreciate things like scene modes, the intelligent auto mode, and special effects art filters. It has more art filters than any of the other pen camera line. When you're in the intelligent auto mode, you can use simplified camera controls on the touchscreen, and they have built-in descriptions displayed right on the screen to help guide you through the process of setting your camera just how you want it. And since it's also a high-end camera with a feature set like a DSLR, you're going to have access to things like program mode, aperture priority, shutter priority, and even full manual mode. When you're shooting action, you can rapid fire shoot as quick as 3 frames per second, and your images can be captured in aspect ratios of 4:3, 3:2, 16:9, and 1:1 aspect ratios. The vivid colors and wide dynamic range of the Olympus E-P3 are rendered by Olympus's TruePic 6 processor, and then your images can be saved to an SDHC or SDXC memory card. One of the other cool functions I wanted to mention is that you can capture 3D still images and they're saved in a 3D still image format. You just select the 3D image mode and click and hold the shutter while you move the camera slightly to one side. And when you're in the right spot, the camera snaps the second image automatically, and then the software combines the 2 still images into a single 3D still. On the video side, Olympus has packed high-end video capability into the EP3 as well. It can shoot 1080i video in AVC HD format as fast as 60 frames a second or 720p at 30 frames a second, and it has a dedicated movie button. The sound of your video is captured with the built-in stereo microphone, or you can choose to add an external microphone if you have the optional SEMA 1 adapter. And when you've captured your movies and you want to watch them on a flat screen TV, no problem, just use the built-in mini HDMI output port. Leaving the Olympus Pen family with style, quality, and a great form factor, plus tons of automation and powerful controls, this is the Olympus EP3 Pen camera. I'm Larry Becker.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.